Well, there's a new product on the market and it's called Resincrete. It's made by J Diction. I haven't tried it yet, but I have got some early and I will be totally honest if it doesn't compare. And this is Resincrete against Jesmonite. What I'm going to use to test this with is some colour as well. I'm going to test it with acrylic paint, which is just a cheap acrylic paint, some mica powder, some powdered food colouring and some cement powder. I'm not going to use the Jesmonite colour system because we already know that that's going to work, and hopefully this is going to have to save you buying it. And I'm going to test it exactly the same with the same amount in the Jesmonite as I put in the Resincrete, and we'll compare it. I'm also going to leave one nude or naked or normal colour so that we can see how well it paints afterwards. And I'm going to compare this again against the Jesmonite AC100. I know there are different types of Jesmonite out there, and I know that they're all really difficult to get hold of in the USA. This comes with its liquid base, so you have to buy this together. Where the Resincrete one doesn't, it's water-based, and as such, you don't need to buy a separate base for it. I'm going to mix these off camera. I will show you what they look like when they're mixed. The reason I'm mixing them off camera is, as long as you follow the instructions, you're going to be fine with mixing. The Jesmonite was easy to mix up. There are a few bubbles on the top, but I would expect that with any powder. I'm not sure what the pot life is on this, so I'm going to work quite quickly. And this is the cement powder, and this is a red. I'm going to try and stick to all reds, and I've put a level teaspoon in there of that. So it does seem to be colouring this quite well, but it's all about how it's going to cure. The next one I'm going to try is food colouring. Again, a level teaspoon of that, and that's just red dry food colouring. Well, that is making a nice colour. It's a very different colour to the cement colouring, but my goodness, that would go a long way. It'd last you a lifetime, and it's not expensive either. The next one I'm going to do is mica powder. Now, I'm not holding up much hope for the mica powder because I think you're going to have to put quite a lot in to be able to get a colour, but I may be wrong. I don't know. But certainly colouring it up, I'm not sure if it's going to have its iridescence. It's made it a pinky colour as opposed to a reddy colour. I think you'd have to put quite a lot in there to get a reddy colour. And then the last one is going to be acrylic paint. About that much of the acrylic paint. I'm going to use the spoon. Why mess up another lolly stick? Oh, that has coloured that really quite well. That's coming out quite well. It's got a very similar colour to the mica powder, I would say. And now let's pop some of that into some moulds. I'm going to use the acrylic paint in this mould. And always with this mould, I'm going to shake it down, tap it down, and then I'm going to fill up these moulds, and I'll show you what they look like when I'm coming to demould them, whether they're sticky or not with all this stuff in them, and how well they've cured. And then we'll do exactly the same thing with the Resincrete, and we'll do a comparison. Because if the Resincrete isn't as good as the Jesmonite, I will tell you. The only thing I found with the Jesmonite, when I was mixing it up, it did take me a while to get rid of some of the lumps. These are the Jesmonite ones, and they've all cured really well. I have no problems with Jesmonite at all. This one has cooled down because they do get a little bit warm when they're curing, but nothing major. That's just the exothermic reaction allowing it to cure. Now let's undo these, and then we can make exactly the same ones with the Resincrete. So take your mould off quite gently, because the last thing you want to do, because it's still going to be a little bit fragile like this, I would suggest letting it cure properly for about 24 hours. And that has come out really nice. I wouldn't say it's a brilliant white, but it has come out a nice colour and it's lovely and smooth. So the next one I'm going to look at is the acrylic paint, which went a bit pinky rather than red, and this is kind of putting it through its paces using these smaller moulds because they aren't always easy to fill. But again, look at that, that's come out lovely and smooth, feels nice and strong. Now the cement one, now that went quite a lot darker as it was curing, so probably wouldn't need to put as much in of that as I did, but I'm going to do the same amount in the Resincrete as well. So let's see how this has come out. Oh, and that has come out really well. I like that colour. It's a lot more deeper colour than this one. I'm not sure if it's still red or not. You'll have to tell me. This one is the food colouring. And so far, the food colouring looks really lovely and red. Now, I want to be careful not to break up this little gnome. So I'm going to pull that off as gently as I can. Oh, look, that hadn't quite cured, even though it was over its curing time there. So that had a good 40 minutes, and it was the same mix. So that isn't great. That still feels quite wet. So I don't know whether that's something that I've done wrong or It just didn't cure in there properly. But I'm going to put it back on. Disappointed in that one. Let's hope this one's not the same. Feels hard, this one. And this is the mica powder, which really I don't think gave it a deep colour. You'd have to use a lot of mica powder to get this a nice deep red. But it has come out a nice pinky colour. Oh, it does feel as if it's nice and cured. Don't know why that one wasn't. Pulling this off gently because this is still early days. I would let these cure for about 24 hours after I've pulled them out. Now that has come out quite nice. A little bit splodgy there, but that might be just the mica powder. And again, it does feel lovely and smooth. I mean, I'm not ever going to say Jesmonite's not a good product, because it is a good product. What we want to see is if the Resincrete can compete with it and is as good, because it'll be much easier for people in America to get hold of, and also it's going to be less price than the Jesmonite. Now with Jesmonite, when it comes out of the mold, it's always dull. Even if you've used a shiny mold, look at that, that's not got a gloss to it. But you can normally buff them up with a dry towel and give it a bit of a sheen to it. You're never going to get it fully glossy. That doesn't matter because you can always varnish it. So I'm going to just do the bottom of this bit, going over it quickly while it's still in this state of being not completely 100% hard. And you can definitely, I can see the difference in that. I don't know if you can on the camera. That bit is a lot more buffed up than that bit. And we'll do that same test as well with the Resincrete. Now I have to say, I found the Resincrete much easier to mix, and it also comes with a lot less lumps. It looks a little bit whiter and there's hardly any bubbles in it. The other thing is it's a lot thinner than the Resincrete. So that's the clear one, all nicely poured. Let's see how a level spoonful of the concrete powder works in here. Give that a mix in. Well, it seems to be taking that colour nicely. A bit pinky at the moment, but what we found with the other one was it did go a lot darker as it was curing. So maybe it will with this one. So that's all mixed up nicely. Now we're going to use the acrylic paint. And that does have a lot less bubbles in it, but it does concern me that it's not going to cure, but we will see. So the other one was the mica powder, and I know that that mould takes 3 of these, so I will use 3 of those. I'll mix 3 up exactly the same as I did for the Jesmonite. Give that a mix in, see how that takes that colour. Again, it's turned it a nice pink colour, but I wouldn't say it's a vibrant red, but it's still a nice colour. Let's give that a really good mix in now. Okay, let's pop that in there. That definitely needs another one. Then we're going to be using the acrylic paint. So let's get this in here really quickly and mix that in. So let's get that in here. And again, we can mix some more up in a second and fill that up. And then the last one is the food colouring. Oh, it's starting to set already. It's going to like a creamy consistency. So I am more confident now that it's going to set. And this is the food colouring. So let's give that a nice mix up. And we'll leave that to cure. And it does look like it's curing already. It's starting to get firm, which is great news. Because I was a little bit worried. I'm just going to top these up now, the ones that need topping up. And then we can come back to them once they're all done and cured and demolded. So these are all ready to demold now, and I'm going to go ahead and demold them. Now, this one, it was food colouring, and the same thing is happening with the food colouring with the Resincrete as well. So I wouldn't use food colouring as a way to colour your Jesmonite or your Resincrete, because it does slow down the curing so much. First one I'm going to undo is this tray. And again, the same as with the Jesmonite, it is going to still be a little bit more fragile once it's cured, until it's really been curing overnight. So take it easy. Don't, try and break it. But that has come out lovely. No real bubbles. 1 or 2 tiny little bubbles on that one. But it is a lot whiter, as you can see there, than the Jesmonite. Although Resincrete is made out of all natural materials. Therefore, it's going to be really 100% eco-friendly, because all you're adding to it is water, and it will age over time. So that white will slightly go a different colour because it will age. It's a natural material. So let's look at the cement colour. Now this didn't colour quite as deeply as the other one. I would say that, and I didn't pour it in there as well either. I didn't pour it in as thick, I think, in the end shell bit. But overall, it has come out well. I think that's easily comparable. Let's look at this little tiny pot. The Jesmonite acrylic paint, that came out lovely. And it came out equally as nice, if not a different shade. But that's because this powder is a lot whiter than this one with the Resincrete. So another great result. The large gnome, again, I'm going to have to make sure I don't break it. This was the mica powder, and that has come out really well. Again, a little bit splotchy, and that's where I haven't mixed the mica powder in there as well as I perhaps could, and the same effect there. But again, a lot paler because it is a much whiter base to start with. What I forgot to do was fill this one up, so it has cured, and this is the food colouring one, but again, it did take longer to cure, so I'm not sure how well it's going to come out, or even if it's going to come out. Obviously, food colouring does have a negative effect. Yeah, you can see. So it was nothing to do with the Jesmonite. It has cured hard mostly, and the Jesmonite one also cured hard in the end, but obviously food colouring is not a good thing to add to either of these. And this will work in the same way. Once you've got a lovely smooth surface, you give it a little bit of a buff with a cloth here, and I can already see that starting to shine up. I will only do half of it like I did the other one as well, and it will give you a little matte finish to it. The next thing I want to do is test to see how well it works with different paints, and I'm going to be using some permanent markers, some acrylic paints, and some watercolour paints on this to see how they work. So the first one I've got is my Spectrum Noir permanent marker paint. I'm only going to do quick flower on it, nothing major. And if you want to learn how to doodle, then check out my other channel, McDonald Crafting, and you can see how I doodle on there and get some great tips and hints. I mean, these are just very basic doodles. So there we go, a little stem there. That's gone on there really well so far. And I'm going to fill those in with the little brush from the other end in red. I think they've both painted really well. So let's try the acrylic paint. And the acrylic paint will just take a few more seconds to dry than the permanent markers. And the last one I'm going to try is my Arteza watercolour pens. And they do seem to be covering on here really well as well. I think you'll agree they work equally as well on the Resincrete as they do on the Jesmonite. I like them both. So overall, I'm really pleased with the Resincrete in comparison to the Jesmonite. I'm not slagging Jesmonite off at all because I think Jesmonite is a lovely product. This is equally as good. These have all dried. You can paint on it, you can colour it, and there's going to be lots more that you can do with it as well that you'll see coming in future videos. The Resincrete is 100% natural, including obviously the water that you put in it. It's all made with natural materials and minerals. I'm not sure what Jesmonite's made from, but I would imagine it's made from something similar because again, they're both eco-friendly. I've got an amazing discount code in the description below for the Resincrete by J Diction. If you want to try it out, then get hold of it and give it a go. I love it. I think it's brilliant and I'll definitely be using it a lot more. I'd love to hear about how it goes for you. Take care. Enjoy your resin. Bye.